guys, how you going? So first YouTube video in a little while, but sitting here in a Ranger heading to Brisbane. We're planning to go to the Fraser Island for a couple of days and test out the new Wingman X. So it's a new product and we're very excited to try and test it out. Won't fit on the Land Cruiser, so this is a work car and we've thrown it on this. The thing is with us, little bub, you know, sort of looking at what sort of setup is right for us. You know, having a new baby changes everything, of course. And we were sort of half looking at a Troopy for a little while, maybe sell a 79, get a Troopy with the pop top inside, so you can sort of get inside. And you know, those Troopies are quite popular at the moment with the lift up roofs. But you know, you can pay up to 150 grand for all that. So you buy a Troopy and get the fit out, and then Drifta does the fit out as well. So that's a lot of money. And then having a third seat in the Troopy is another whole complication. It's quite difficult. We got a lot of Mercedes vans, we got a ton of vans come through work, and there's a really nice Mercedes van, quite long, forward drive. We asked the guy about that, but you can't stand up in it. You know, it's sort of not high enough, probably 1600 high inside, and so you're always ducking down. And I don't know, for me, I've got to be able to do Simpson Desert. You know, I'm not going to do canning every year or anything like that, but I want to be able to go Cape York, Simpson Desert. Simpson's the thing for me. I've got to be able to do that. Now, I wouldn't really want to take a Mercedes van across the Simpson Desert. I don't think it's, I don't know, maybe they are, but for me, I don't think it would be reliable enough. And so we didn't know what to do really. And all of a sudden this the Wingman X come along. And as soon as I saw it, I honestly couldn't get my head around it. I had no idea what's going on. And but once I look at it, I'm like, wow, let's have a good think about this and see what it's doing. And you know, then we designed a fit out for the back, and here we are. So I'll show you more. There's a lot to explain, a lot to get your head around. It's a two-story setup. We've got a big fit out the back. So it's pretty much like a mini motorhome, right? It's like a motorhome, a mini motorhome on the back of a twin cab. It can come on and off. All right, Ice is in the back playing animal noises. Right, so we made it onto Rainbow Beach, and tide's out. It's just starting to turn and come back in. And we've got Richard and some mates up here at Yellow Creek we're going to meet up with for about half an hour or so. So yeah, the range is a bit different. Haven't driven anything on the beach besides the Land Cruiser for my whole life. I bought a Land Cruiser when I was about 25, the old 47, and I've always had one since. But tell you what, these are bloody comfy. I don't know why you buy a Land Cruiser after driving one of these. Really? Yeah, it's so comfortable, and seems to be handling pretty well. In auto, traction control off, just come through the gears, high range, and you know, I think it's about 250 kilos, the Wingman on the back. We probably added, you know, at least another 150, I think, with our kitchen unit and gear. But you know, there's a 2-inch lift kit on it, extra, you know, stronger suspension, so it's handling it fine. I pretty much can't even feel it. And I've got the bike hanging off the back as well, but can't feel it at all. So driving really well. We've got Richard up here, and we'll catch up soon. All right, thanks guys. All right, so we're just heading over the west coast to Coongal Creek, and yeah, I forgot how beautiful it is through here. Massive trees, beautiful place. Anyway, the range is going alright. Tighten the gears a little bit, trying to figure out what's going on, but just going through the gears in low, and yeah, it's handling it fine. It's a beautiful track. So pull up Coongal Creek and we'll see how we go. Setting this camp up. Press the button twice and that's about it really. But there's a little 180 awning off the side as well, so we'll throw that up, see how that works out, and cook some dinner. Got a little induction cooker. go back. Camp just down the road. Yeah, well, we just tried to get across only a little creek there, but tide's come up and there's this black, oh, it looks like black rocks, and Richie got across and parked on it and just sunk. I was watching him just sink in front of us, so we had 4 maxes out, just towed him out, so we're going to come back here and see if we can find a little spot. We won't be able to get down Coombe Creek tonight, and just a bit late in the afternoon we get held up. And we'll see if we can find a camp here and set up for the night. That'll be alright, just right here. Right here. Pretty wild sea. This little spot. Back in here. Little creek. Beautiful little spot here. Creek. Nice and dry and clean in there. Good?
Yeah.
Alright, it's a bit hard to film because it's pouring rain, but we're in having dinner. All good, Bubby? Good? Yeah? What do you got? Chop? A bit of bread? Camping dinner? Mummies? All good?
Mm-hmm.
Well, definitely we are nice and dry in here. It's pouring rain outside. You know what is good? I hate sitting in the wind, but this is totally out of the wind. It's windy, it's raining.
Yeah.
And we just cooked some chops outside. And, you know, just enough room. Prepare a little dinner. Sitting here, warm, cozy. Out of the wind, out of the rain. It's great. All right. are on the west coast of Fraser with the Wingman, testing it out. Had a lot of questions before I started, but 2 free nights in the bush and answered most of them. But definitely a game changer. It's hard to believe all that fits on the back of a twin cab and sets up with a push of a button. So that's the warning that comes with it. It's the bag there, you see. It flips out both sides. A very clever little awning. Comes out a couple of poles, gives you nice living space. Got the ensuite there. And there's 320 watt solar on the roof connected. And it's hooked through a separate solar control, so charging when you're driving. The thing here in Fraser, we had a massive storm come through 2 nights ago. Buffeting winds, rain coming in sideways, and right when we were cooking dinner, so we were able to just jump inside. Little Bub's safe, down he's dry and comfortable. Nothing worse than the wind, when the wind's howling, it's hard just to huddle under an awning, but with this you can just get him out of the weather. So that was great. Got a little bit of living space inside. It's like a mini motorhome. The base of the tent ticks all the boxes. You've got a heap of space. You've got 360-degree views, ton of ventilation, and it's very stable. We thought we might have to put a rope down either side, but we were getting howling winds, like blew the hex tarp over and everything, but no problems at all. Very stable. And also, it looks really high. It's quite high, but it's no higher than other rigs, 79 with the rooftop tent. It's the same height, really. It's not like it's extra high. Quick look inside. There's dingoes on the island. You can see there's dog tracks, dingo tracks everywhere here. Last night, dingoes around everywhere, but there's midgies and mozzies here this morning. Bub's nice and safe in there. It's got the lingual drawer fridge, tables there, fridges out here, big drawer. This drawer goes all the way back, and I've got a sink, stove. Little Bub's found some toys. What do you got there, Bubby? Some toys? Look at that. Not a bad view, Darren. Beautiful day this morning. Wind's dropped off last night, tide's up. And yeah, so we've got a little sink, we've got a stove, power's all underneath there, we've got some drawer storage, pump and water under here. Jump up here and show you quickly. So for a rooftop tent, it's plenty of size. Like I said, beautiful views all round, 360-degree views, and very stable. I also got this ventilation all the way around. This Velcro's up there, see? And you just pull that down, so say night time you've got the windows zipped up, you've still got ventilation all the way around the top here. You've got lights in it, so these can come on with remote control. It's great, and also clip out with this, so you can hang that. You can turn them on separately, and also magnetic, so you can hang them on the side of the car, and you can hang these wherever you like, just to get a bit of light, away from Bubs. She's trying to sleep. So these are great, quite clever. And these just clip up in there. They'll charge while you're driving. This tent's got its own power source, so you can put it up 3-4 times without having to charge it. But yeah, heaps of room. I think it's 1.5 by 2.3 inside. We've got this hatch. This just comes down, nice and easy. So, beautiful views, safe, secure, stable, super comfy, and we've got this little bit of like a mini motorhome. You can get in here, out of the wind, cook dinner. If the wind's blowing in, we just close up this. Got the tailgate, bit of living area out here. Got the bike on the back. That fits perfect. Tide was down yesterday and we went for a big ride down the beach. All three of us can fit on that.
Mommy,
Shoes, Bubba? Yeah, so game changer for us. I'm buying myself a Hilux. Okay, Bubba. And we're gonna camp in this as much as we can over the next couple of months. Alright. Yeah, right, so we're just heading down the west coast. Got the nights up at Coongle Creek. And we just head back over to the other side. Have a swim at Ellie Creek with Fraser. And yeah, you know, now we've really used the tent. It's been some tough conditions. The other night we were down here and it was gale force winds. Rain coming in sideways, the tent stood up fine. There's no water, not a speck of water got inside, and the thing hardly moved, so it's no problem with the wind at all. I thought you might have to put some ropes up, but you just totally don't need to. And it's so easy, you know, literally just press the button. Press the button a couple of times going up, press the button coming down. We've rejigged inside, so we realised there's more space than we thought, so I can put some of the benches and tables up on top of the drawers. Look at here, such a beautiful day. Such a wild day yesterday. It's just a gorgeous day. And yeah, we're going to do a bit of camping down in New South Wales on the way home. But you know, it's such a different concept, this, and I just didn't really know how it's going to go. But you know, once you're out the tracks and using it, of course, you can soon tell what it's like. But when we had the other night, it was so windy. And we could just huddle up inside that little area, cook dinner, and especially ice it down and get out of the cold, and out of the wind, out of the rain. And upstairs blowing a gale and wind, and the bed's totally fine and easy to set up too. And it's a lightweight setup too, and very slim. You know, you'll see it's under the roof, so it's really good for wind resistance, driving on the freeway. You're not going to take up extra fuel, and it's not that heavy either. So you know, it's amazing really that you can fit all of these in a twin cab. It's incredible really. It's like a mini motorhome on the back of a twin cab. That is a game changer. And that concept of the double story. But you know, it looks really high, but again, once you compare it to other tents, the 79, both 79s we're camping with, it's no higher. It's a very similar height. So, you know, lightweight, slim setup, super comfy, up in the bed. Great little spot, kitchen to get out of the wind if you need to. You know, if it's nice weather, cook outside, no problems. We did that last night. Beautiful weather last night. But you know, if it's cold and wet, you want to get away from the wind, then you can duck inside and nice and snug and comfy. You know, which is great for the missus and the baby. You know, so all right, it's been a brilliant little tent, and we're going to camp a few more nights. See how we go. All right, thanks guys. back towards Brizzy. I've got to get to Caboolture and do a few things on there. So yeah, just a quick summary, I suppose. when I left, I probably had as many questions as everybody else. What's it like in the wind? What's it like in the water, the rain, etc. But yeah, you know, it's basically ticked all the boxes. So we've the storage. You know, what I've learned is that there's about 20% more storage than where the tonneau would be. The tonneau on the top of your twin cab on the tub. So you can get about this much storage up inside. And I didn't quite realise how much there was. So we can actually fit more in than what I thought. And because the big thing is you're limited for space, right? So you've got to pack very tight. But if we set the Hilux up, I've already ordered a full Rhino platform backbone rack for the Hilux above here, and I'll put some bags up there, so we'll have, you know, a fair bit of storage up there, which will solve half the problem. Probably will need a 45 litre fridge on the back seat, I think. A 30 litres is great, but it's just not really enough. You know, for weekends it'd be perfect. If you just want weekends, as we've got it now, is perfect. But you know, if you want to travel a little bit more than that, you need a bit more fridge space. So probably we'll put a fridge on the back seat. But yeah, more storage than I thought, and with a nice little platform rack, we'll have plenty of room. Not plenty of room, but enough room, you know. Now, we drove through torrential rain coming up here, and when I set the tent up, it was everything dry, no water inside, so that was really good. We even were at Kaido's place down here at Kunda Park, and we set it up in the rain, so pelting down rain on it, showing Kaido, packed it up, and then we slept in it that night, and it was dry as a bone. It was great. So even though it's folding over on itself and folding up, wet, there was no problems. And then the next night on Fraser Island, we had a massive storm front went through, rain coming in sideways, Hex tarp was blowing over, everything was blowing over, and we had no rain inside, nice, warm, comfy and dry. So that was great. So weather is no problem, the rain's not getting inside at all. And the thing was too, you know, like nobody likes sitting around in the wind. You know, it was howling wind, and you know, no one likes sitting in the wind. But we were able to get inside the back, and we were warm, we were dry, we were safe and comfortable, cooking dinner, and we were sort of, you know, poor Richie and his mates, you know, they were trying to hold on to tarps and rain coming in, trying to set up tents, and we felt a bit bad, you know, because it was just so dry and comfy, you know, and we were sort of sitting there watching them. And, you know, really comfortable seat, we've got a backrest, it's like a lounge, you know, so, you know, if it's bad weather, if it's nice weather, everyone's outside, no problems, right? But if it's bad weather, and it often is, rain, wind, cold, well, you've got somewhere to get out away from that, and you end up, instead of wet, cold and miserable, you end up dry, warm and comfy, you know. So especially with a little kid, that's a big difference. And you know, toddlers are really hard camping. Toddlers are hard any time at home, they're hard, you know, hard work, but camping's not easy. They're into everything, they're touching everything, grabbing everything. You need somewhere where they're safe, especially a place like Fraser Island. And if we need to, you know, isolate them in a little safe place, we can just chuck them in there, little toys, a book. So that worked out great. You know, a lot of people are asking me too, I wasn't sure what it's like. Is it stable in the wind? And again, we had this howling storm front come in, and once you're inside the tent, honestly, you can hardly feel it. Everything's zipped up. You could hardly feel it. So very stable. I definitely would say it's very stable. If I was talking about putting ropes out, I'd say you don't need that. Totally don't need ropes at all. And you know, the lighting's good. They've got these little clip out lights in each, in the top and the bottom, so they were great. And yeah, the lights were great. They charge, you know, through the whole system. They clip out, you can hang them. They're magnetic, you can use them outside as well. Lighting was great. The bed was very comfy, 50 centimetres mattress, but we put a sleeping bag, you know, 50 centimetres, that was enough for us, but we put a sleeping bag underneath us, and that made it super comfy because it's quite warm. So we had the big Doona sleeping bag, so we put that underneath and have a very light blanket on top. So that was good. The mattress was fine. We had great sleep, and the bedding all stays inside as well. So we were able to pack all of that bedding inside. So I don't know exactly how much room there is, but the bedding was stacked up this high, and it come down no problem. So I tried to keep it into the middle so the wings can fold over without a problem, but all their pillows, a big doona and a blanket and kids' blankets all inside, no problem. So that was great. So, you know, ticks a lot of boxes there. Very stable, great in the weather, plenty of storage for us now, and then with our little drawers fit out as well, it just makes a complete unit. So very keen and excited to get the Hilux. It's turned up back in Gloucester. I'm going to build that up, and probably water storage is one thing. The little kitchen's only got, you know, 11 litres or something, so we're going to try to get Kaito to weld up a nice stainless tank for underneath the Hilux. I'm pretty sure he'll know how to fit that. So if we can get, you know, 30, 40 litres underneath the Hilux and suck out of that for the little sink, that'd be great. So anyway, bit of a summary. Love it. It's surpassed all my expectations, answered all my questions, and any questions you got, just let us know. All right, thanks guys.